third most important feature about Mohawk's Smartstrand is that it doesn't bleach, stain, or fade. And there's a couple reasons why that is. First is that we have embedded the Nanoloc technology within the molecular level of the fiber, which means it has built-in stain protection that prevents stains, spills, or any messes from locking into the fiber's core. It kind of acts like a Rain-X on your car. Because of Nanoloc technology, it wants to repel any type of liquid or any type of dirt or any type of mess away from the fiber. So as you can see here, there are plenty of different types of liquids that can be common spills or messes in your home. And the liquids just want to bead up and sit on top of the carpet. They do not want to sink in, and they don't want to be in the carpet. And that is thanks to Nanoloc technology. So in this next video I'm about to show you is another product called Ultra Everdry, and it also utilizes Nanoloc technology. It'll take everyday items that normally want to absorb liquid, but when they spray their product onto it, it now repels any type of liquid. And this will give you a visual and how Nanoloc technology also works on our Smartstrand Forever Clean products. So another reason why Mohawk's Smartstrand will not bleach, stain, or fade is that it has permanent protection built into the fiber due to it not having any open dye sites. So you can try to think of your carpet as non-porous. There are no open pockets for any type of liquid to get into and then therefore stain your carpet. Comparing that to nylon, where they do have these open dye sites. So any type of liquid that may get onto the fiber will seep into those open pockets and therefore staining the carpet. To battle that, nylon will put on a stain and soil protection that is only temporary and has to be reapplied when it wears or washes off. In fact, in an independent study, nylon carpet lost on average nearly 50% of its stain and soil protection just after 3 steam cleanings. That's why other carpets become difficult to keep clean over time. Smartstrand Forever Clean eliminates this problem so you can have 100% protection for life. Here's another quick example of how we tested Smartstrand versus nylon. As you can see, after 3 cleanings with Smartstrand, the protection stayed at 100% and there were no staining issues. Comparing that to nylon, where after 3 cleanings, there was about 90% loss of its stain protection. In this next video, Seth Arnold from Mohawk Industries is going to give us a deeper explanation of how Smartstrand's inherent stain protection works. He is also going to give a visual presentation that shows the differences in performance of nylon versus Smartstrand in a wine staining test.
Hi, I'm Seth Arnold, and I'm here for a question and answer on Smartstrand Forever Clean. So the question is, what exactly is Smartstrand Forever Clean? Well, the simple answer is it's permanent protection. To be more specific, it's the only carpet with lifetime permanent protection from stains built into the fiber. And now our new Nanoloc Spill and Soil Shield makes Smartstrand the easiest carpet to clean. So let's take a minute and break this down. Perhaps a different question is, what's the difference between a stain and a spill? Well, this seems like a simple question, but please bear with me. We will simulate a spill by placing 2 pieces of carpet into this fish tank full of Merlot wine. We will take a premium solution-dyed nylon, and we will compare that to our new Smartstrand Forever Clean protected with the Nanoloc Spill Shield. Now, let's start with nylon. All nylon carpets rely on temporary protection from both spills and stains. Now, nylon carpets have dye sites within the fiber, and they rely completely on that topical stain and spill protection. Now, this protection is temporary in 2 ways. First, let's look at our example of the solution-dyed nylon. Now, within a matter of about 3 to 6 minutes, the alcohol within this Merlot will begin to break down the protection, and the Merlot will begin to interact with the fiber, lock into the dye sites to become a stain. Now, secondly, the protection on this carpet is temporary because as you walk, wash, and wear this carpet, that protection is removed. So in fact, the best level of protection that you will get is about 3 to 6 minutes. Over time, you will begin to lose that stain protection. Now, let's compare that to the Forever Clean. Smartstrand Forever Clean has the same stain protection that is built into the fiber that it's always had. What we've done is we've eliminated the dye sites and we've built the stain protection into the core fiber. Now, this stain protection lasts forever and will never wash or wear off. This is what made Smartstrand #1 in customer satisfaction, and it's what makes it such an extraordinary alternative to nylon. Now, what's new about Smartstrand Forever Clean is that it's now protected with a Nanoloc Spill and Soil Shield that makes Smartstrand the easiest carpet to clean. So let's go back to our demonstration. You can see that the Merlot has not been able to penetrate the Nanoloc technology, and by simply taking that spill and applying it to a cloth, you can see that it's incredibly easy to clean. Now, by comparison, if you look at our solution-dyed nylon, you can see that within a very short amount of time, the Merlot has worked through the barrier and it becomes very difficult to clean. But here's the real question. What if that stain sits for 24 hours, 48 hours? What if it sits for 2 weeks? What if you have a pet accident, your pet doesn't tell you that they've spilled, and you don't get there in time and it dries? Well, now we've gone from dealing with a spill, which we've seen here, to dealing with a stain, which we'll demonstrate here. Now here we have 2 pieces of carpet. On our left, we have a piece of solution-dyed nylon, but what you can see is that the dye has actually settled into the carpet, worked past the spill shield, and it's become a stain. Now here we have a piece of Smartstrand Forever Clean. The exact same spill was applied to this carpet, and what you can see is, even before we begin cleaning them, there's a difference in the color. Why is that? Well, the nylon, because of its dye sites, the spill works through the protection and immediately locks in and, in essence, re-dyes the carpet. With the Smartstrand Forever Clean, the spill is staying on the surface and drying on the surface. It never locks into the core fiber, which means it will be easier to clean. So here we have an example of just plain water, tap water. We can put the carpet into the water and simulate how easy it would be to clean these carpets, maybe with a Bissell green machine or some type of water and sponge. So we put both carpets into the water, and then we'll shake them up. And with very little effort, it becomes easy to demonstrate the remarkable difference between the two carpets. The Smartstrand Forever Clean is completely cleaned of the red dye. Now, by comparison, the solution-dyed nylon, the dye has remained in those dye sites, and that will be a stain that will not come out. So as you can see, whether we're dealing with a spill or we're dealing with a stain, Smartstrand Forever Clean, without comparison, is the easiest carpet to clean.
So because of Nanoloc technology and the fact that Smartstrand has no dye sites, Smartstrand has 0% absorption. So any type of liquid or spills that get onto the carpet, the fiber does not want to absorb that liquid. And because of that, we are eliminating musty and dingy odors that may be lingering in your carpet's home. Comparing that to nylon, where it absorbs liquids into the fiber, where impurities become trapped and difficult to clean. And then over time, when that liquid evaporates, the impurities that are trapped in the fiber then lead to unpleasant and musty odors.